What is up, guys? I am back with another story time single. Shout out Neat Mike. And today I want to tell the story of the most trouble I ever got in. Now this story takes place in the second half of freshman year. And coming into high school, I had barely known anybody. I believe I knew exactly 2 people at the very start, and one of them, like, I never had talked to before, just that I had kind of known them, you know? So it's basically like I came into high school with 1 friend. So at this point, I'm still trying to find my friend group, that sort of thing, you know? And at the start of the second semester, one of the classes that I took was a general PE class. And you know, going into it, I didn't really know anybody at the time, but luckily it was one of the classes where they put you into groups, and that ended up being super clutch. So on the first day of this PE class, we were doing some sort of like ball throwing game, like really simple, throw the ball, make sure you're not completely inept at hand-eye coordination. And I got paired with this other freshman who is basically brand new to the school. And during the drill, we found out that we both were gonna join the soccer team when it started up. And then we became really good friends soon after. So obviously in a PE class, you're gonna have a lot of fun goofing around. Like before class started, we would always find some sort of random shenanigan to get up to. Whether it was trying to get the shuttlecocks like stuck on the pipes on the ceiling, or getting the basketball stuck on top of the alarm clock, or whatever the frick it was. And so one day, somewhere in the middle of the semester, we come into the class pretty early, right? And we notice one of those white mop brooms hanging out in the corner of the gym. You know what I'm talking about, right? The gym brooms, like the long mops that were like white and flat. I'll put a picture of it on the screen, but it was one of these. And so obviously we got the idea to have one of us stand on the broom part and the other person push them across the gym really fast and send them flying. And so we were doing this, running back and forth across the gym and like trying to skate on the edges of the broom and stuff. And this other kid comes up to us. We're gonna call this kid Damien, and I need to tell you a little bit about him. So Damien was a freshman like us, but he was like the bad kind of goof off, you know? Like the malicious kind of getting detention, doing bad stuff like drug dealing, etc. kind. I remember one time he had asked this girl out on the bus, and she said no, and in response he took her like diorama or school project, whatever it was, and chucked it out the window, and it just destroyed all over the ground. And then from there he got banned from ever riding the buses again. So that's just to let you know what we're dealing with this Damien kid. We were chill with Damien, but just like the in-class kind of chill. Like we would never talk to him outside of class, but you know, in class we were pretty friendly type deal. And Damien came up to us while we were playing around with this broom, and basically just wanted to join in because it seemed fun. And obviously when it was just me and my friend, we were taking care not to break the broom or anything because we didn't want to actually get in trouble. But when Damien came in, the absolute worst thing happened. Only one person could really ride on the broom, so the other 2 were gonna push. And I think it was actually me. I was riding on the broom, and my friend and Damien both went to push it at the same time. And they were both pushing the handle, and Damien just like yanks down and pushes really hard, and it just comes off. The handle just snaps off. The entire stick just breaks in half. And right as it happens, like literally the same second it happens, the teacher walks in and sees it. So all 3 of us just go silent and turn around to see the teacher standing in the doorway. Damien is standing there with the broken off broom handle in his hand. My friend is right next to him, and I'm standing on top of the broken broom. And he just has one look at us, and we knew that we were doomed. But then things started to get a little weird, because for some reason, the PE teacher felt that he had a better way to handle this than sending us to the office or whatever the normal thing would have been. My friend went up and asked, should we head to the office now? And he said, no, you're coming with us. I don't remember what game the class was supposed to be playing that day, but we all headed outside to the field, and that's when we realized what was going down. He set us aside from the other people, and oh, I remember the game now. We were actually gonna play, I think, bocce ball. And if you don't know that, it's like lawn bowling, but kind of boring. Anyway, long story short is the rest of the class went over to play bocce ball, and us 3 got stuck on the corner with the teacher, and he came over and he finally told us what we were gonna do. His plan was to make us do this insane freaking boot camp as punishment. He was explaining to us how we're gonna have to do like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 supermans, and I am a scrawny 14 or 15-year-old freshman. I'm hitting maybe 20 pull-ups and 40 sit-ups before I die. Like, there is no way I'm making it. And to make things worse, it is so unbelievably hot out that day. The sun was just pelting down on us, and we hadn't thought to bring out our water or anything because we thought we were going to the office. So then it started. Us three had to do this insane boot camp in the hot sun while everybody else played bocce ball, and it lasted forever. It felt like one of the longest things. Somewhere in the middle, we actually tried to ask the teacher whether we could just go to the office and get in trouble normally, and he said no. And as it went on, we were talking in our little group. Every time you would leave, we're like, dude, I'm reporting this guy. We're reporting this teacher after this. This is not okay. Like, we were pissed. But we just kept cranking it out. More push-ups, more sit-ups. He would keep having us do round after round of generic exercises, just like an absurd amount. And we are all truly suffering. None of us are in shape for this. All of us were skinny. This was not going to go well. But the class went on. I was getting pretty lightheaded. My friend actually volunteered to take one of my shifts during the thing so that I can rest. He is an absolute homie for that. Look out for your friends, guys. But this is when the final crazy part happened. The teacher was splitting his attention between us and the special boot camp and the regular people playing bocce ball. And so when he was dealing with us, the people that were supposed to be playing bocce ball were just messing around, because who's trying to play bocce ball in this like intensive PE course that we all signed up for? We're trying to play actual like large scale games, and instead we're basically just playing lawn gnome bowling. So everybody else was goofing off really bad every time the teacher came over to us, and this caused the teacher to just crash out entirely. I remember he's supervising one of our push-up rounds. He hears like a bunch of laughing and stuff going on over there, and he just snaps. He turns around and yells at the rest of the class. And he said something really close to like, "Hey guys, you gotta stop complaining. Just shut up and play motherfucking bocce." And like everybody went silent, bro. Everyone was dead silent because he was known as one of the chill teachers. And even though we were doing this stupid boot camp, like nobody expected him to crash out like this and swear at all the students. But that's about how it went. The awful boot camp ended. We all got up like lightheaded and panting and dehydrated, and we went back in, and I think that was the last period of the day. So from there we just got to go home. But that was the most trouble I ever got in. It was so bad that the teacher kept us from the normal punishment system and decided to employ his own military style punishment instead of just sending us to the office. But to be completely fair, I got away with so much stuff in high school. It's incredible that I never got in serious trouble for anything, because we did a lot of buffoonery throughout the years. And in this same class, I even did something that ended up being a local legend at the school that the PE teacher would go on to tell every single class after us. But that is a story for a different time. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I like making these little story time videos once in a while. If you did sit around this whole time and enjoy it, do consider subscribing. We are still shooting for 30K as the ultimate goal, and it's totally in sight. Like, it's actually doable. I gotta keep on this content grind and we can get there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day or a good night. Peace.